Hey everybody, average picker. Let's pick something. For a box. I'm just gonna take a box out of the box. That's the first thing I grabbed. The Drunken Spelunker. This was funny because when you can see the tape gets a little bit in the way, so when I first saw this, I thought it was the Drunken Spelunker. Yeah, we'll see what we do. I keep putting the locks that I'm picking that I got from Rune back into the box. So I'm starting to get a little nervous. I'm just going to pick a lock I've already picked. I can always toss it back in, but felt the box. Thought, ooh, I know I've not picked anything that's come out of a rectangle yet. Never thought I would say. I haven't picked anything that's come out of a rectangle yet. All right. What are we doing? There was no key in there because it's randomly mixed into the box. Oh, it's got like a something on the side. We'll take a look at that later. I can put it in one of these holders. These work really well. If you've got a vise, I never really quite understood. I guess most people use them maybe for hand picking. But what I've been finding is my old vise didn't do it actually because it didn't really clamp down hard enough. But this vise, some of these it will pinch, and you can't get it crushes the lock in or something. What do we got? But this takes that pressure off, and you can still tension okay. Oh, right into a false. A little bit of one. Oh, is that just a false, or is that oh, how the? That's not open. That's a false. I wish I had the camera flipped around. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not, it should rotate around, so any other lock, like, I would say, man, that's open. Let's see if we get any feedback coming from anywhere. God, it's a hard angle. Oh, wait. Okay, there's something in the back. Okay, the last pin is giving me some feedback. I'm going to counter rotate manually. Oh, there we go. Now we're in. That was crazy. I'm considering that in. It does feel like it's going to freely rotate all the way around. Oh, that was nuts. I can't wait to see what the inside of that looks like. Yeah, so you could feel a little bit of feedback. I don't even want to call it counter rotation. I knew I hadn't done anything in the very back of the lock, so I went straight back there. And yeah, you could feel something. The pin was stuck, but not in that stuck sort of don't pick it way, and you could feel a little bit of feedback from it. But with a false that deep, the chance that you're going to actually push that pin up and get your counter rotation is pretty slim to none. So that's why I decided. So I was like, okay, just we'll manually rotate it. And I was getting nervous because you could, as you see that thing cock up there, close to vertical, you start thinking about those last couple pins you just pushed in and going, man, are they gonna just are they just gonna pop back into place? I mean, you can always repick them, but yeah, it felt like it was going to turn into a loop. You know what I mean? Like you're going to do that, you're going to get the thing, you're going to bring it back, you're going to drop the other ones, and you're just going to keep looping that. Oh, did I just accidentally rotate this all the way? No, I didn't. Okay. God, I should probably shim this. If it, oh God, I've got, I need to track down those, I think they're in the other room, the shims, because this thing is just sad shim. Oh, it doesn't quite when I go in. Oh, here's an unhappy shim. It's not as sad. It's just having a bad day. All right. I'm kind of expecting, I'm not taking my thumb off yet, I'm kind of expecting to see like a giant channel or something cut in there. Well, I mean, there's a channel, but it's not, wow, I can't believe that little cut gave us that deep of a false. That might be the deepest false I have seen. I'm trying to remember. There was one a long time ago. It was made out of a Master 911 or something. That gave a really, really deep false as well. I cannot remember for the life of me who made it or what the name of it was. I do remember it is sitting broken at Lock Lovers because I think he snapped one of the spools in it. That one gave a really deep false. Those pins were cut with within an inch of their life. Oh, you know what? I should mark. Do I have a marker? I don't. We'll just remember. Actually, let me double check in here, make sure. Okay. Yeah, we'll just remember what's going on. I was going to mark which one's the front. Wow, okay. These are neat pins. It doesn't look like all of it's getting used, but pretty neat pins. Yeah, it looks like all coppery brass, whatever that is. Springs in there. Oh, just had one fall out. All right, let's flip the camera. Okay, we've got some really cool pin work here. But yeah, look at that. So that's the channel. It's been cut in there, and there's just not much to it. This is the one we would have been in. And this would have been the pin. It's just got a little spool element there. Ah! Come on. So that's all of it that's sitting in there, so you can see how we would have dropped into that false. I still can't believe that. Wow, yeah, I mean, if you think about that, that's enough to get quite the turn. Wow! That's neat. I've got to remember that. So take a look at that pin. So yeah, none of this part's coming into play, but it makes it really look neat. Almost looks like a little piston. Just a standard in what was that? 4? Yeah. We got a little spool cut. Oh, a little spool cut and a little serration there as well. Got another spool. A little tapered step in there. I'm starting to realize how those come about. It's kind of a result of the what file you pick. You can end up with that little taper. It's kind of nice though. It's neat. I like it. There's another piston pin. Right, is that what we'll call it? See, that one probably wouldn't have been sitting too terribly deep either. It probably would have been sitting in there on its little tapered down. Wow, that's a sharp edge. That'll definitely get caught. And just, oh wow, nice little serrations. Very, very nice. Nice and fairly even. You don't go too deep, but you don't have to go too deep to get hung up. So there we go. I don't have the key. It's that key is probably labeled, but I don't feel like digging through the box to find it. But that is the Drunken Spelunker. By Ravenstorm, or as I know it, the Drunken Spelunker. What's that? The Plinko game. That's what maybe. The Drunken Plinko. I don't know. I have no idea where that was going. Just rambles off the top of the head. But we'll get the key matched back up to it. And oh yeah, let's see. I want to see what is. Oh, it's almost like a hint. We have kind of a picture, I feel like, of what the spool looks like. Anything on the other side? Yeah, not really. Cool. All right, Ravenstorm. Awesome little lock there, and thanks, Rune, for sending it. All right, everybody. Have a good one.